Okay, good afternoon. So, we are looking at how to determine the collinearity of the point. So, first and foremost, we need to understand what is collinear. So, collinear means that the points lie in a straight line. So, if you have points, they are within the same line. That simply means those points are collinear. But the other part is you need to know how to determine whether the points are collinear or not. So one of the ways we can determine when the points are collinear, if point A, B, and C are collinear, it means that they have equal gradient. So if the points are collinear, it simply means they have equal gradient, and they are sharing a point. So that's the secret part. They have equal gradients and they are sharing a point. For instance, we have point A, point B, and point C. So when you look at these 3 points, since they are saying they are collinear, which simply means they are within the same line. So we need now to prove that. How do we prove? Very simple. So we group them. For example, you get A and B, you put them together as one vector. You get B and C, put them together. But the all main instance, they should share a point. So when you look at them, they are sharing point B. Or if you want, you can also organize them in this way. You can put them like AB and what? AC. So when you look at these two, they are sharing point what? Point A. So now, since we are saying to prove that these 2 points are collinear, we need first to find the what? The gradient. So we need to understand the formula on how to find gradient. So the formula that we use to find the gradient is this one, where now we say y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. So this is the formula that we use to find the gradient. So once you do the calculation, then you discover that you get, maybe for instance, the gradient as 2, or for the first points that you have grouped, then for the second point also you get the second gradient as 2. This simply means that these 2 points are what? Are collinear. Since they are shared, they have the equal gradient. Yes. So let's look at a practical question which came in 2022. Okay, so the question reads, the point vectors of the points A, B, and C are these position vectors that have been given respectively. Show that the points A, B, and C are collinear. So we need now to prove this. How do we prove that these points are collinear? Okay, so we are going to group them like I preferred me grouping them. I said AB and BC, at which I made them to share. When you look at here, they are sharing a point B. All of them, they have a B. If I want, I can also put them to say AC and AB. I can also prove using this, as long as they are shared in a certain point, which is what? A. Are we there? Okay. So now, looking at this one, are we there? Looking at the column vector, the way they are arranged is that the top one is the X, the down one is the Y, then also the top one there is the X, the down one is the Y. And what's the formula? We said that gradient is equal to Y1 minus Y2 over x1 minus x2. So meaning that also with our points here, we need to name them. So preferably, I can say this is x1, y1. I can say this is x2, y2. So I'll substitute them onto my formula there. So y1, I'll put negative 2 minus y2, I'll put 6 there. Then over, then x1, I'll put negative 1 minus x2, I'll put 3. Then there I can simplify. This one and this one will give us negative 8 over this one and this one will give us negative 4. So negative 4 into this one, then it's going to give us positive 2. So this is the first gradient. Then the second set we made is this one, where I understand that the top one is the x, then the down one y, the top one x, the down one y. Okay, then we apply the same formula. Gradient is equal to y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. then we'll name them respectively. If I want, I can say x1, y1, then I can say x2, y2. Okay, so this is equal to, so y1, I will say it's 6 minus y2, that's 18 over our x1 is 3 minus our x2 is 9. So this is equal to, okay, so this one minus this one, it will give us what? Negative 12. Okay, then this one minus this one will give us negative 6. So now if we say negative 6 into negative 12 will give us 2. So you can see that we have the same gradient. So looking at the question, we can now prove to say hence shown that they are collinear. Okay, why are we agreeing that they are collinear? Because they have what? The same gradient. Okay, so thank you.